No era nada personal, Sarah. La guerra es así.
Ya.
That's so general. I don't know that there's that much that's that fascinating. I mean, I come from an academic family. It's something I value. It's something I value about my job now, because with every new role, you have an opportunity to learn just a little bit and to kind of delve into some new world. I've had an opportunity to study a couple of weeks of defense and tactics and firearms with the Secret Service. I've had a chance to work with the New York City Police Department. Obviously, for Prison Break, I did a bunch of research that involved going to prisons, which was fascinating because the prison population is one that's invisible. We don't get a chance to see those people. All we hear is throw them away and lock them away and throw away the key. And so it's sort of an extension of that kind of an academic upbringing, and it lets me travel, which I love, get to Spain, have an excuse to try and learn some Spanish. Not much more to it. Oh, filming. Watching is always terrible. All you ever see is what you do wrong. Yes.
That's exactly it.
I'd tell you what it is, but I can't. Don't worry about what you look like. Worry about who you are.
Me aproveché de ti, de tus ganas de ayudar a los demás, y te puse en esta situación, una pesadilla para cualquier médico. Sarah, si me escuchas, sé que no puedo pedirte otra oportunidad. Solo espero que por fin hayas encontrado un lugar.
I think most people who've met Wentworth call him Wentworth. He has a gravity that seems well suited to the name, and I'm not sure, because I'm thinking of naming a baby right now, I'm not sure whether he became Wentworth because of his name, or if he would have had that gravity without the name. But he's certainly had a lot of advice about naming children after walking around with a name like Wentworth for her whole life. It's a bloodbath, and none of us on the cast enjoy losing members of the cast who've become friends. At the same time, for a show like that, to keep everyone alive would be too silly even for us.
Yeah.
I like to do all the scenes myself, but it's my choice. There is a stunt double there at all the time, and she's very capable and very eager, but I prefer to do it myself. It's more interesting, and it's a way to prove to all of those boys that I work with I'm just as tough as they are. Not badly, but when we shot the riot scene, there were some extras who were not used to acting violence, and they went a little too far.
Michael, quiero que esto termine.
Ya somos dos.
¿Crees que es posible?
Si me ayudas, sí. Tendremos que ver qué es lo que tu padre te dio.
Es solo es una llave.
Lo descifraremos. Juntos.
Me gusta cómo suena.
The writers seem to have a pretty strict policy of constantly lying to us. I don't think they mean to, but sometimes we're told what's going to happen, and then something very different happens because they get a better idea or they bring the idea to the network and the network says no. So I prefer just to read it one script at a time. In Spain, I've only studied Spanish for 3 weeks, so I'll need another 3 weeks before I'm ready. I would love to. I'd love to work in another language. I've worked with some lovely actors from Europe for whom English is a second language. And much like working in an accent, as an actor, it's a completely different experience and it can be very freeing. I don't know. Maybe Chicago, which is the episode from season 2 on the train. There's a lot of range involved in that. Although the week we were shooting it, I had such terrible morning sickness that being on a train, moving back and forth for a week, I kept warning Wentworth that I was going to throw up on him at any moment. He was a very good sport about it, and I did not. A continuación, Prison Break.